Hey, it's been a couple days since I last posted. Wait, let me just switch off the fan real quick. Yeah, it's been a couple days, yeah. In this video, I want to talk about two things. The first thing is my day. I want to talk about my day. The second thing is about something that I have been putting extra effort into lately. So we're going to get into these. Today I went to a vehicle shop, a shop where they sell mopeds, to be specific. I say mopeds because most people understand what a moped means. In my country, India, we usually call them scooters or scooty. So my sister had given her moped to that shop for servicing and maintenance. So I had gone there in the afternoon to get it from them. I went there with my dad in his car. So we drove over to that place and it was done. So I hopped on the moped and my dad, he drove his way back home, but I didn't go back home because I had other plans. I had to be at different places for different reasons, which we're going to get into. So first I went to the market because I needed to get myself a notebook, and I'll show you the notebook that I got. Okay. So this tiny palm-sized notebook is what I got from the market. And I also got this pen and a few refills. 5 of them are blue and the other 5 are black. And I'm gonna get into why I got these a bit later in the video. So I went to this marketplace and I stopped at a shop and I was looking for a specific kind of notebook, but I couldn't find that notebook in that shop. So I had to walk to the shop across the road. So I went to the shop and then I found this one and then I bought it. And as I purchased this notebook, it started raining. So fortunately, I had a raincoat in the trunk of the moped. So I took it out and I put it on. And so now I'm waterproof. So I started riding back home. But before I got home, I had to be at another place. So these glasses that you're seeing, one of the arms of these glasses, it got a little bent. So I had to take it to the shop where I got these from and get it fixed. So I went there and took off my raincoat before I got in because I was all wet. And yeah, I got these fixed, and then they told me that they're offering a free eye test. So I was like, why not? Let me just get my eye tested because I've never got my eye tested before. So they sat me on a chair and they asked me to look into a hole. And when I peeked into the hole, I saw a tiny house at a far, far, far distance. And there was a road that was leading up to the house. And I don't know what was going on, but I was just made to look into that hole. So I did that for like 10, 15 seconds. And then, yeah, when I was done with that, I asked them if this was the test and if I was done. And they were like, no, you had a few other things to do. So they took me in a room inside the shop where they sat me down, and then they put on these weird looking glasses, and they put on a few lenses on each side of the glasses, and they were asking me if I could see what was written on the wall in front of me. And there were letters and alphabets written on the screen that was right in front of me. It was like maybe 5 or 6 feet away from where I was sitting. And they would put on different lenses on each side of the glasses and ask me if what I'm seeing on the screen is clear or not. And they would keep switching and checking if my vision is blurry through those lenses. And that's how they tested my eye. And a few minutes later, they concluded the test and they told me that my eyes are pretty much normal, not completely normal. They said that my score is minus 0.25. And so I think that means that I would require glasses of the power of minus 0.25 to see perfectly normal. And they said that this is not too bad and you're okay, you can work without glasses. So I was happy about that, really, really happy. You know, my eyes are not perfectly fine, but they're fine. So, and then I came out of that place and then found out that it's raining again. So I put on my raincoat and now I'm going back home. And that shop where I got these glasses from is not too far from where I live. So yeah, that was good. So I got back home with the notebook, the pen and my fixed glasses and my eye test score. Yeah, so that's about my day so far. And about the notebook, the reason why I got this notebook is because I want to practice grammar. I want to practice English. And so I thought about writing things that I am learning and things that I want to improve upon. I recently started reading news articles online, and I found out that a lot of the things that I'm reading, I am familiar with the words and phrases, but I just don't know how to use them. I just don't know where to use them. And they seem like phrases and words that are used all the time. People use them all the time, but I'm just not aware of how to use them. And I thought about writing them down. And I also noticed that I make grammatical mistakes when I speak. So even when I write, I do make grammatical mistakes. And so I thought about noting those down and working on my grammar. So we are going back to grade 5. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah. And I wanted to talk about something else, but I just can't remember. This is what happens when you don't have a script, when everything is raw and unfiltered, because I can't remember that one thing that I wanted to talk about from the top of my head, and it's killing me. You know what? I'm just gonna sit here in silence and wait for it. You can leave if you want to. You don't have to be here. I'll just talk to myself in the meantime. You know what? I'm not even gonna talk to myself. I'm just gonna sit in silence until I remember. You know what? I think I'm gonna write it down in the description, or I'm just gonna leave it as a comment in the comment section if I remember, because this video is getting way too long and it's not good. Yeah, sorry about that. I will keep you posted about what I learn and my progress with practicing English. I also have plans to learn other languages, but we're not going to get into all that in this video. You know what? For a split second, I actually remembered what I wanted to say, but then I forgot again. Oh yeah, so I have a practice exercise in mind that I have thought about doing, and I want to document myself doing those exercises. So the exercise is about going to a website, well, news websites to be specific, and reading on camera a news article. And I'm going to go through these news articles, and once I'm done reading, which shouldn't take too long because I know there are news articles that are just 2-3 paragraphs and they're super short. They could be just read in 1 minute. So I'm going to be going through a news article, and after I'm done reading, I'm going to describe what I understand from the news article. So basically, I'm just going to summarize the news article in my own terms. And so yeah, I want to see how I comprehend and what I understand after reading an article just once. So that'll be an interesting exercise to do. So we'll see how that goes. I also wanted to talk about one other thing, but I cannot remember. Got no script. All right. Thanks for sticking around. It is 10 minutes, 10 seconds, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so it's over 10 minutes now. That's what I want to say. And it's around 7:30 p.m. where I'm at right now. And I'm going to leave the video here. Hope you're taking care of yourself. And stay hydrated as always. Later.